The most common requests that I get right now as a hypnotherapist, it's not pain, it's not fears, it's not habits, it's not confidence issues. It's who am I? What is my life path? What is my mission? What am I supposed to be doing? What is my next step? And you would think, country in such a chaos. There is economic destruction. Everything is falling apart. And it's not just in this country. The whole world has reached this, tip of the crisis. So why now, more than ever, people are concerned about their life path, their mission in this world, much more than their personal matters. Because intuitively we all know, in order for each of us to get better, to feel better, to improve our life, we all, as a collective, need to get better. We all need to heal. Yes, we are individuals, but we are also parts of one big organism. If your body overall does well, maybe not the best, but okay. If there is one part or a few parts kind of failing, the rest of the body can take the weight of other organs. If the liver is not doing what it's supposed to, then other detoxing organs will work a little harder. And this is what was happening in our collective for a very long time. But we've reached such a level of crisis. It's no longer working. And when it's that bad, nobody is going to substitute, and try to help others. Because everybody's suffering and they need to fight for survival. If entire body is in very bad shape, the only goal is to survive. At what cost, it doesn't matter. So if there is some organ is failing, it might be easier for body to shut it down completely in order for the whole body to survive. If there are parasites, when the body was in a good shape, a few of those didn't make any difference, because overall it was okay. Now, in the fight for survival, the body will suppress, kill parasites and release them. The same in the society, and we see what's happening. No, I'm not saying we shouldn't be helping each other. I'm just saying that the processes that are taking place right now in our country are understandable. There is logic behind it. But getting back to my main idea, in order for each of us to get better, the entire collective has to get better. And it can only happen if each of us start performing our duties, start fulfilling our mission. Imagine if your spleen was confused and thought it's a heart and tried to perform heart's duty. And now the whole body is messed up. Heart doesn't know what to do. Well, it knows what to do, but there is a spleen on the way and messing up everything. And now the whole body is out of shape. Nothing is working right. Not until each part takes its own space and starts performing its own duty. Every system is like a clock mechanism, whether it's entire humanity, our world, our planet Earth, or a country, or a professional organization, or your family, your lineage. It is like a clock mechanism. Every part is not the same. It has its own space, and it does its own thing. And only when each part, every part, is placed on its right place and does what it's supposed to, the whole mechanism can work right. And this is the same with any system, your family and country, humanity in whole. This is why it's more important than ever. Understand who you are. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your talents? What is your space within society? And what is your duty? What is your mission? What you're supposed to be doing? Start with studying yourself. This is a book you should always be reading. You're a complex, multifaceted being. You have a long history, not just through this lifetime, but many others. You are like a huge puzzle that is made of millions of different pieces. And you may only have a few pieces right now. And you think this is all you are. I am a woman, I am a daughter, or I am a mom, I am a wife. But there is so much more. And this is one of your most important duties, to figure out who you are, to unlock all your talents, to step into your full potential. So start collecting those pieces through self-reflection, observation, paying attention to what's happening here and around you. Do a little self-digging with your psychologist. Maybe you're going to psychoanalyst, or maybe you're working with a coach. Do your astrological birth chart. If you've never done it this way, you should start actually. It will open your eyes. You'll be shocked of how much you can learn about yourself. Do a numerological chart. You can do face reading, hand reading, study your handwriting. You can do personality profiling. All of those will give you additional pieces. And don't dismiss those as woo-woo practices. Astrology and numerology, just like face reading and hand reading, they were around for many thousands of years, and they're still here because they're real. And even when I work with police, when I consult, besides personality profiling, we do look at astrology, numerology, and face and hands and handwriting, and it's all very helpful. So open your mind and take it seriously. They all can give you some pieces of this puzzle, and you will have a fuller picture of who you are and what you should be doing. Studying your ancestry is also very helpful. Doing past life regression hypnosis is also helpful. Even tarot reading can help you understand yourself better. Tarot is much more what it seems. It's not just for divinations. It's a powerful self-analysis and therapeutic tool. It taps into our psyche and brings out what your subconscious stores. You see, our mind receives so much information. There are billions of pieces of information comes in every day. There is a limit to how much logical mind can hold. There is much more space in our subconscious. The problem is it does not have the organization and understanding of our logical part. It's just like a limitless dark ocean. It takes in everything, but it doesn't really knows what to do with all of it. It may organize it in its own way. This is how archetypes are born. And then when it's time, it may bring it to the surface. But then because it's been processed by our subconsciousness that didn't really understand what to do with this, the way it brings it back is very hard to decode by our logical mind. This is where tarot cards can be phenomenal. You pull a card, you look at the imagery, and you can interpret that through the lens of the context of your issue, your situation right now. This imagery, images, symbol, this is the language of our subconscious. This is something that our psyche can understand well. And then in response, it brings out the answers. All the answers are within you. We just don't always know how to retrieve them because we don't know how to ask right questions. Sometimes we don't even know what's the real problem and what we need. But all the answers are there. We just need to know how to tap into that massive reservoir. What your subconscious contains. It's not just your experiences through this life. This is all your experiences, and not just yours, your ancestry and the entire collective. Sorry, I have to cut this video abruptly. My next appointment starts in a few minutes. We will continue this conversation.